Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice. Let's get this.
Are you in a studio or something? I can hear like an echo.
You know what? I can put my headphones on. I'm just in my. Let me just switch out this camera real quick here.
Okay.
Or the headphones.
Oops, I'm texting my sister. Okay. Okay, so the way this works, hold on, let me just get back to where you were. First of all, how do I pronounce your name, your last name?
Omeasoo.
Omeasoo. Okay.
Omeasoo. Yeah.
Omeasoo. Okay, so the way this works, when I start recording, sorry I have a minute because I was coughing. When I start recording, I'm going to address the audience and then I'll introduce you, okay?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
So actually, give me 1 second. How is the is it still echoey?
No, that's much better.
Oh, okay, good, perfect.
All right. So, okay. I gotta turn my phone down. No, that's down. Anyway, sorry. Here we go. I get distracted easily.
All good. Don't we all do?
All right. Anyways, part of life. Here we are. I'm gonna press record now.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Well, my first guest, I should have said my guest is he's a certified personal trainer. He studied at the University of British Columbia, and he's here to talk about his business and how he got into it. His name is Ryan Omeasoo. Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Yes, thank you, Nancy. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's Omeasoo.
Yeah, it's actually, it looks more confusing when you just look at it, right?
Yes, you know when I was just because like how it's spelt, it sounds Omeasoo, so people think it's Japanese, but it's actually First Nations. It's Cree. It's Cree First Nations, yeah.
Oh, I have never heard a First Nation name like that. Wow. Mm-hmm. So what nation does it belong to?
So it's my grandmother's side. She's from Hobbema, Alberta. I think they changed the name to Masquerades, but it's from Alberta. So there's a lot of Omeasoos in back east.
Oh, very good. Okay. So anyway, you have do you have a place, your own gym, or do you work at a gym?
Yeah. So a quick little So basically, I've been doing personal training for since 2010. Teach martial arts for 17 years. I was at Big Bucks Gym from 2010 to 2014, and then I left on my own. So I was kind of going through seeing clients at their apartment, and then 4 years in 2018, I got the courage to actually get my own place, to get my own gym. But since I was so eager, I made some mistakes. I signed the lease before City Hall inspection. So basically, I told City Hall which location I wanted to go to, and they're like, okay, no, Ryan, you have to go. You have to change. It's a business zone change, so that it goes from retail to fitness. Since it was retail prior to, I had to go through a lot of upgrades to the unit, and unfortunately, since I signed the lease to take it as is, I had to pay for the cost to upgrade it. And I didn't realize how long permits also take. So it was 6 months of permits, and we weren't in operation, and we were still paying rent. And it was definitely tough. But you know what? It was a huge lesson. A lot of lessons learned during that period. Also, it was just me. It was just me running the whole show. I'll teach like a 7 a.m. class, noon, 5, 6, or 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Plus, I have a handful of clients here and there. And then finally, eventually we attracted some solid trainers, about 6 other trainers. And unfortunately, we did have to shut down just because of being in that hole. Fortunately, for waiting for the lease and the permits and everything. But yes, we had 155 clients, at the end there, and everyone was loving it. And that gave me the confidence, or that showed me let's keep going with this. If I did fail, and if I did, if it wasn't as popular, I definitely would have went back to a big box gym. I definitely for sure would have done that. But since we were so close and everyone loved the class and the gym atmosphere itself, that's why I definitely want to go back at it again. Now I'm renting space at a couple of gyms. And,
Nice.
yeah. Just because I've been in Vancouver, Lower Mainland. I've been born and raised, so I definitely have a lot of the fitness community is very open. Thankfully for towards me and towards my business, and thankfully I can rent space out of some gyms. There is a big box gym opening up in the Brentwood Mall area. Brentwood Mall, it's a huge development. It's been happening for the past like 5 years or so. But they have 3 gyms back east in Edmonton and Calgary, I believe, and they're expanding west. They took over a massive location. It's about 29,000 square feet. They split in half. Some for offices, RMT, physio, and the gym itself will be around 11,000 square feet. And they're also building a mezzanine on top. And thankfully, Fighter Fit X can operate in their roof, and I can have access to their clientele. And so with that being, and like I said, permits take forever, and especially 29,000 square feet. That's a lot of square footage to go through. Especially what happened with the C word the past couple of years. So everything's been pushed back. I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but yes, I was on a TV show. It's called The Bear's Lair, and it's like Shark Tank without the shark. Meaning that it's for Indigenous entrepreneurs, and they kind of want to showcase First Nations business owners, and a part of it. So thankfully, it's on APTN. I was on the 5th episode, and part of Fighter Fit X, what I want to go forward, because I did youth work for many years, and going forward, once we have that access to that Brentwood Mall location, I definitely want to hire First Nations youth and get them certified and get them with the Fighter Fit X brand. So that's the ultimate goal.
That's really good, really good.
Mm.
So going back to when you started into fitness, like what made you want to do it?
Yeah, so basically, when I was a kid, I just turned 40 on October 22nd, so just recently, and
Same birthday as my younger sister.
oh, nice, beautiful, Libra, another Libra.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like when I was younger, I was never into fitness. I was I was skinny, not active at all. And then at one point I got a little chubby. And then during high school, actually, it's from 14 to 18, I actually I had to fight demons. I had depression and self-hatred, and unfortunately, I got addicted to heroin off and on from 14 to 18. And it was it was tough. It was tough for sure. And with those demons and not dealing with my issues, I got deeper into addiction. And then of course part of that it is expensive habit. Unfortunately, I did I did get incarcerated from I just turned 18, and about two to 4 6 weeks after I turned 18, I went inside, and it's 18 for adult. So I went in. I did 11 months, and when I was inside, I had to realize and really look at myself, because those 4 walls, and you're locked in there. So I had to really look at myself, look deep down my soul, and understand and realize what I've done to get here. And 11 months inside was it was a blessing. I know just before me going in, it was just getting worse and worse. I got arrested, and then I got on bail, and then I reoffended again, and so it was definitely a past that is hard to deal with, but also coming through and coming to where I am today. I never been back in like that. That just that put me on the straight path. But thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so that's why I want to make sure I want to give back to First Nations youth and or any youth in general. In that regard, just to show I know especially now, it's like in the lower East Hastings, being in Hastings and Lower Mainland area, and even close friends. People are young people are overdosing and passing away, and they're like 19, 20. and it's too bad. It's hard, right? So it's especially now to get beyond the C word and move forward. That's my calling for sure, is to somehow give back in any way I can.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to fitness. So martial arts. That's what helped me out, because even though I smile a lot, and I'm very outgoing and everything, but I do have those demons. So me hitting the heavy bag and going through martial arts, it allows me to release that stress.
I don't know your personal story about your demons, why you had your demons, but in speaking with Indigenous people and having myself grown up in an abusive environment, I do understand that trauma moves forward. So, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that's what happened in your family, in your case, but it moves forward, and unless somebody gets that help to stop it, we keep suffering the effects of it and passing it on to our children. So it's important what you did. And when it comes to addiction, like I've never been addicted to drugs, but I'm a food addict. So I understand the concept in my head of addiction, It just happens to be food, so I'm always on the scale every morning. Otherwise, I'd be out of control. And once you're out of control, it's just downhill from there, right? Tumbles, yeah. But I think what you've done is so, like, not only have you gone through it and come through it on the other side, you have a business. You have qualifications. Like, how tremendous is that?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's all I can say is how tremendous is that? Because as you said, you've lost people right? Not everybody comes through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it's like, it must, I'm assuming this, so I'm just gonna ask you, did it feel like a whole new world open for you?
In regards to
once you were through it.
Oh yes, for sure, yeah. No, when I was inside and dealing with all that, everything, it was a whole new world right there. It's like, if I continue down this path, it's gonna get worse. And and the people I met inside too, they were kind of warning me, like, hey Ryan, like you don't deserve to be here, being like they're sharing their stories with me, being inside and out and going for 5+ years and this and that, and they really made sure that I understood, okay, if I go down this path, it's gonna get worse. And so when I got out, halfway house, on parole, and then going through education, and it was it's definitely I lived many lives in the past 40 years, and it's always a new chapter. And the thing is, sometimes we fall back a little bit, right? But then take a look why. Take a look at why did I fall, and okay, well, what actions did I do, and now what can I do to make it go forward again? Like I tell clients too, we might mishap and overeat a little bit on the weekend, right? But that's okay. Be 5% better next week, or be 1% better tomorrow, right? There's always another chance. If we keep focused on what we want out in life, in health, fitness, and mental acuity, then that's what we have to go for. And like I say, and keep moving forward. All right, so every day is another chance. Every day is it rains. It's sunny now. It's been raining like crazy the past couple of days, but every day is a new chance. So just capitalize on the opportunities.
Well, you certainly have an inspiring story to share with people. I mean, I think that would have touched so many different people in so many different ways, right? And it doesn't even matter the age, from young to people who are like my age. That makes a big difference for a lot of people, because anybody can get help from somebody who's studied out of a book or whatever, right? But I think when you speak to somebody like yourself who's been there and can relate to all the aches and the pains and the beating yourself up for whatever you have to do to get what you needed, right? Only another addict, I think, could understand that, really, right? Mm-hmm. So you've got so much to give, that is so tremendous. So now, okay, so now your business is going well, and you're going to be, doing more and more. Is it always going to be are you always going to keep your hand in that type of business?
Well, thank you for this question here. So even when I had to go through, when I had to change, when I was around, when I was being 21, 22, I wanted to go to. I had to change my outlook of how I spoke. even how I dressed, the people I hung out with. So I remember when I was in college, it was a downtown location, and I would go to like the fancier business neighborhood, and I kind of like see the people there, and kind of envision myself in that environment. And so like I had to really put myself to the bare bones and reestablish myself. So like when I was going through things, the motivational speaking, having that, sharing stories and how to communicate effectively for people to listen to, also to have that connection. I definitely want to have the fitness component for sure. Fighter Fit X is always going to be. That's my always my big dreams to keep going forward with Fighter Fit X. But a part of that, I would love to travel to First Nation communities, have workshops. Because I used to do that with youth work, but now combining both Fighter Fit X and also it's Warriors Against Violence. They have the adult program. I was with them for a little bit, and they asked me to do the youth program. So I definitely want to go have that combination of both, of going to communities, speaking, sharing the story, having the youth workout, making sure they establish healthy habits, offering also either meal plans or nutrition advice within the speaking environment. So that's my next step. Is I definitely want to have into that motivational speaking component to it.
Yeah, very good, very good. Now let's get back to where you are. Where are you? Where is your gym located?
So I am, like I was saying, I'm renting space in Yaletown. It's 856 Homer. The owner, I worked with him way back in the day, and we kept in contact over the years. And I reached out to him, I think like a year and a half ago. He took over this new gym. So it's 856 Homer, and the gym name itself is Fit Integrated. Basically, it's a private studio where external trainers can bring space there and bring their clients. So that's one gym. There's a couple of other ones, but they're just really busy. They're really busy, so they did offer the doors, but the time's hard. Another one is 88 West Pender. So 88 West Pender is kind of in Chinatown. It's inside Tinseltown Mall or International Village. That's one location there. Again, it's a private studio. The new one in Bearwood Mall will be called Evolve Strength, and that's the one. That's the gym that's expanding west from back east, and that'll be at Bearwood Mall.
Okay. So now, from what you were saying at the beginning, like do you take clients like whatever time works for them?
So that's another thing too. Like, so ever since the C word, like I definitely want to have the online component as well too. And after that TV show, I'm also incorporating a video on demand. So basically, I'm teaching First Nation youth at the Friendship Center, and we're filming it, and I'm uploading it to the website. So basically, it's kind of like also for people back east, for I know the APTN and their audience, and also the Bears Lair contestants. They're also from across Canada. So I definitely want to go in that direction of remote coaching, offering online services, and then of course having the clients is definitely one on their schedule, and of course mine. But going forward, like I do want to hire a solid team where I can manage them, and get them going, and kind of because like clients love the kickboxing and the fitness exercises, the intensity level of it, and so I definitely want to have even when I had new trainers hired on, I'm like, it's the client hiring you. It's not really Fighter Fit X. It's what you can do and what you provide for your client. So like see my energy and how my workflow is in the class, and just incorporate it, and make that your own. Have certain key aspects to it, but then you can run with it. Right, so that's the next step is having the fitness classes established again, the online component and the virtual as well too.
Well, when we finish here, what I'll get you to do is message me with your contact information, so that when I'm doing the rendering, like when I put your name and I'll put all the information that people, the way they can get a hold of you. Okay. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, did we cover everything? Because your hours are all over the place, which is part of the business, I'm assuming, right? Oh, here's a question, like, as it is now, would you ever go, or have you ever gone into somebody's private home?
Yeah. So basically, in Yaletown, I did do that. Traveling too, right? It just
Okay.
it's just because of the C word. It's kind of tough in that sense of traveling to people's houses. But that's why honestly, the virtual it does help out in that regard because I can see people like in Coquitlam or somewhere where or even North Van, Deep Cove, right? So it does help out having this Zoom live stream, FaceTime kind of style to it, so I can reach more people in that way, and also it's a little safer. I know people are still easing back into it.
Yeah, things are opening up all the time, right? More and more all the time. Well, I think we got all your information, so we're gonna end it there. But just stay on camera for a second. I just want to remind the audience that you've been listening to Ryan. Sorry, I've forgotten how to say his name already. Omeasoo.
Yeah,
And talking about his being a certified personal trainer. And I'm going to provide all this information, and so that you want to get a hold of him, you'll be able to do so. So thank you everybody for watching the show. I hope you subscribe and like and share and all those wonderful things. And be nice, everybody. Be nice and peace out.
Nice.
Recording stopped.
Oh, thanks, Sean. I'm sorry about my phone. I thought I had it turned down.
You know what? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it at all.
Trying to call and.
Yeah, all good. Don't worry. Yeah, all good. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So listen, you ever want to come back on? You got something new happening? Let me know. I'd be happy to have you on. This is going to air Monday, and I always air my show around 4 in the afternoon or so. Okay. So I'll send you the link at that time.
Yeah,
I put it
please.
up on like Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, LinkedIn, and of course everything goes on YouTube first, and then Facebook as well. So
yeah, I seen a couple of your YouTubes. I seen your name or your last name, the guitar.
It's under a small talk with Nancy guitar.
Oh no, I know, but I seen your your YouTube, but I watched your with. I think you were explaining your last name, and then I think your siblings have a D behind.
Some of us, 3 of us don't have the D.
Yeah.
On our birth certificate.
On your birth certificate, yes.
3 of us don't. Everybody else has the D.
Actually, that's funny when we say the birth certificate. On my birth certificate, it says Randy Ryan Omeasoo, but all my other ID is Ryan Randy Omeasoo.
Well, what happened with me, I understand that because I had no idea my first name was Marie, because usually I was born in New Brunswick, grew up in Quebec, and we went part of the Catholic faith, and they give you a baptismal certificate. Nobody used the birth certificate.
Okay.
And on there, it was surprising that they didn't put Mary or Marie, because all the girls had to have the name of the saint, all the boys were Joseph.
Nice.
So I was in my 40s, and I find out, I've got a sister Marie, so I can't go by Marie. But it's fun, it's all fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, right, as soon as we finish here, so yeah, text me.
Oh yes, yep, on Facebook, yep.
Information.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
contact information, okay?
Yep.
So I'll make sure that people can see that and.
Beautiful.
And again, thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it, and all the best. Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of you as a parent.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. It means a lot to me.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Hopefully we can meet in person one day.
Yes, 100%. Because you're in Chilliwack.
Yeah, in Chilliwack.
You know, I do have I think he's a half brother. He does live in Chilliwack. I know we haven't seen each other in a long time, but when we go out for sweet corn, I might have to message you, meet and go for coffee or something.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? That would be awesome. Okay, thanks again, eh?
Yes, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.